Okay, we are live again. Now, let me go here and I will go here and I will go here. Now, you watch, Nate won't come on. And then I'm going to pop out the chat. And then I'm going to close this window. And then I'm going to come over here and I have my beautiful chat. This is part 2 to Coffee with Mama. Now I just have to wait for everybody to come back in and say hi as they come back in. Hello, Tanya. Nathan better come back because you're getting ready to drive to work, Tanya. How long of a drive do you have, honey? I am swallowed up by jeans right now. Oh, it's only 20 minutes now? Well, that's good. There he is.
Good morning.
Good morning, my darling.
How's everybody?
I'm good. So far, only 4 people have come back.
I didn't know you didn't have a StreamYard set up.
No, when I go live in the mornings, I don't anticipate pulling anybody in. So I just use YouTube. But when you popped in, I was like, oh, my boy's up. I got to have my boy in.
I have my pretty background.
I know, I see that. It looks so good with your beard. You want to throw your little animal tamer or lion tamer ad out there?
I don't have it. I don't have it next to me. I'm in my my second location.
Your second location?
This is more of my living room area.
Ah.
My wife used to do lives from here.
Tanya was driving an hour to work. I know what that's like. If you remember a year ago, I was driving an hour to work too. So Nate, you're not going to believe this. Big news in the YouTube world, but I took my tool chest downstairs.
Your tool chest?
Yeah, I had a tool chest in my office. It was about 30, maybe 40 inches wide, about 12 inches deep, maybe 16 inches deep. And it had drawers all down one side, and it had a door on the other side, and then the top opened up.
Oh, really?
And I kept all my toys in there. Hi, Steven. Hi, Doug. Thanks for coming back. Hi, Dee. Mwah. The master of the license plate. I was looking at all your license plates on Instagram, Dee. They are really beautiful. And I feel so honored to have one. And I want that to be my banner, but I can't take it off because it's taped on there. But I don't know how to get it to be my banner. I want it to be like my moniker. But I'll figure it out. Hi, Denise. I love you too. So, yeah, I took that heavy thing downstairs full of all my tools. Hi, Amy. It was full of all my tools.
Good morning, Denise.
Because my husband said after 7 years, he said my nightstand was too big and he wants me to get a smaller one.
Oh.
So I took my nightstand out of there and I brought that in, put that where my tool chest was. And then I brought this little tiny 12 by 12 stand up from the basement, and that's going to be my nightstand now. You emailed me the JPEG. Whoa, thanks.
I've been wanting to getting something done from D2, but I haven't finalized my YouTube name or anything. I might change everything. I don't
Well,
want to get something done and then get it done again.
I didn't have to think about it because she did it for me.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, right? I got there.
I fell asleep like a grizzly bear.
I did the day before, Nate. I slept the entire day Saturday. You know how Thelma and I are real good friends? You know, Thelma
Hmm.
Thrift?
Yeah.
I totally slept through her entire auction. The whole thing. I slept through the fight. You know, the main fight. Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz. I slept through that. I
Who won
watched
that fight?
I watched the replay though. Anthony Joshua.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I I watched the replay though. So that's better than nothing.
See Nate Hustle. That might be a good one. That might be a good name.
How about just Nate Hustle?
I have to really sit down and really think about it. Yesterday, I really didn't get the chance to do anything because I worked, and then I came home, ate, and it's either I eat and then I'm up, or I eat and I fall asleep. Most of the time, it's eat and fall asleep.
Yeah,
So,
I understand. That second shift is not easy, I know.
well, I started at 4:30 in the morning on Sundays.
Yeah, I know you do. So you don't get any sleep from the night before.
Yeah, I only sleep like 3 hours.
What can we call you? Hustle in the vape?
I don't know. See, the thing is, like I was doing a little bit of research and like beard or vape and that stuff, and there's so many names with that because the vape community is big too. Because I used to be a part of that, not in any videos or anything, but I that's the one area of the community of vaping I used to watch before reselling.
You could call yourself the Lion Hustler.
I don't know. I have to think. I have to really look and see and do some research because it's all about search results and everything else.
The Hustled Beard. Beard Hustler.
Well, that's what I mean. Beard and vaping is like very, very heavily, very hard search.
So you don't want beard in the name?
I mean, I do, but it's like I have
Do,
to figure out a way
do
that
you really, 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 really want beard in the name?
I think so. I think I'm gonna
Okay.
keep the beard forever. I really don't think I'm
Okay.
gonna really trim it. It's kind of literally grown on me.
How long are you going to let it grow?
I mean, I've been growing as long as I've been reselling. So
Okay.
I started it when I was like literally I started when I was hurt, and that was the first day I started reselling basically.
Gotcha.
So it's been almost a year and a half.
Call yourself the Hard Hustle and Beard. The beard hustle's hard.
My beard's looking good with no line tamer in it.
Yeah, it is looking good.
Cool.
And I don't normally like a beard. Like if my husband had that beard, it'd have to go.
My wife doesn't like it too much. She don't like the
That's
whiskers.
just him. That's on him. But see, I don't have to smooch on you and cuddle with you.
It's nice during the wintertime, I know that. And then with work, it's so cold.
Oh, I bet.
I'm in the freezer. So it gives me like a guard. It's like my face guard instead of having to wear like something that covers up my nose like this, or on the hunters wear like covers their whole face. I can just raw it like this.
I'm on Top Chat. Oh, Steven likes the Amazon Hustler.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind having something Amazon in it. I just have to see. It's got to be something pretty short, like a two word thing,
Amazon Beard Hustler.
but it's got to make sense too. Because I
What are
was
you saying?
what I'm saying, like Amazon Beard Hustler. That'd be too long. It'd kind
I
of be
don't
weird.
know, dude.
Because
Look.
when you do a video, you got to like,
It,
hey, I'm every damn hustling. It's got to like flow. It's got to sound good.
yeah, it
So
took me forever to think of hip flipping mama. Well, maybe not that long. Because I just said, what defines me? Who am I? I'm mama. Everybody calls me mama. Everybody has always called me mama. I like to be called mama, so I know mama's in the name.
Right.
What do? I flip stuff. It's not what I said, but I said a different S word. But I flip stuff. And then I kind of thought, okay, flipping mama. Well, I didn't really. Flipping mama. It doesn't really define who I am, my personality. I have to have something that. So that was, I'm like, I'm all about love. And thought, no, that's too corny. And I just thought, hey, I'm hip for my age. Because my husband had said, act your age. And I was like, I'm pretty hip. And so I was like, hip flipping mama. My husband told me to act my age. So that's hip came out of that.
There you go. Did you guys see the news with Reezy Resells being on the news and some other guy?
Why was he on the news?
They were, I guess it's like a every year type of thing because of the holiday or whatever. They must like bring someone from the reselling community onto the news, and they get major exposure. They did a retail arbitrage, basically like a report on it, I guess you could say it. And
how did it turn out?
I mean, if anything, it publicized reselling to make it a show how good it can be. But then there's always that one person that is supposed to be like from the business side of things and going, well, it's not for everybody. You got insurances, you have this, you have that. So it's always like a Debbie Downer on, they always bring into it. So,
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that, Aim.
But it is it is some truth to what she said because it isn't for everybody. You know what I mean? Now, depending on the growth or how big you want to make it, yeah, it could just be a little side hustle for a lot of people, or it could be a full blown, full time business.
It was a side hustle for me for a long time. Breezy Resells is who got me into Amazon FBA. That's why I used to follow him when I first started watching YouTube videos. I watched Lindy Glenn, I watched Reezy, and that's why I got into Amazon FBA, but I got out of it maybe 6 months into it, or I don't know, 4 months into it. I didn't give it much of a chance.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm going through it, and I'm doing pretty decent, and I'm not gated anything. I mean, I'm gated some stuff like some minor brands and
Do you
stuff
follow
like that.
Reezy?
I have him. I don't really watch him too much. He does a lot of the shoe stuff, which I don't do any of the shoes really. Like, he does like retail arbitrage of the Nikes and stuff.
His daughter's adorable. His real name is Mike. His real name's Mike.
When I looked at the thumbnail from YouTube or whatever, I thought it was the guy that does the podcast, the Resells podcast or something like that. It's like I can't remember.
He does do a podcast. He does a live and a podcast at the same time.
No, it's let me look it up.
I don't know. I don't follow him anymore. I haven't followed him for years.
It's called the Pure Hustle Podcast. I thought it was that guy, when I was watching.
Oh.
Like I saw that and I'm like, oh, like that's what I thought it was initially because when Reezy's on camera and stuff like that, he's like me, or he's got a hat or whatever.
Right. So, yellow shirt.
Yeah.
Or yellow hat. Yeah. His daughter, Luna, I think his daughter's name is Luna. She's beautiful.
I don't think I've ever seen his daughter in anything.
You must not be. I used to be diehard watcher of his. So, I mean, I could tell you lots about him, but I haven't followed him. I followed him for a few months. But when I got out of Amazon, I stopped following him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I watch a little bit from everybody. Like there's not anybody that I'm like I have to watch all their stuff, like almost like religiously almost. There's nobody I can really say that I do that to because I watch everybody. And if I did watch somebody like that, like it would cut off some people that I wouldn't be able to watch because I just don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like I
There's
used to, I used to watch Lonnie and RV Flips religiously, and then now I just, I watch an episode here and there, but I mean, it's not anything against them or anything. It's just I just like watching everybody. I like seeing the smaller channels, the newer channels, the people that are the vets, depending on what their subject is. If it's something
right.
that I really need to watch, or something that they're bringing up that is new.
Yeah, I like to watch people thrift shop as long as they don't put like music and stuff on it. I like to watch people shopping.
Well, you know why they put the music on there, right?
Yeah, it's to block the thrift store music.
Yeah, that's the only reason why they have to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how they do it too. Like if they're doing like a speed up version, like if we speed up the real time of it, it's not bad with the music because you can see what they're doing really quick because you don't want to see someone going through each piece of clothing because that's what I do when I go to the Goodwills.
Yeah. I don't even look at the clothing when I go to the Goodwills.
No,
No, I don't. I look, I am just now getting to where I'm getting through my death piles on clothes. I was diehard into the glassware, and that's all I would buy and list for like a year, and then I just had all my clothes just all sitting in bins and waiting to be listed, and so that's why I'm on the jeans. When I'm done with the jeans and all of that, then I'll go to the tops, and then once that's done, then I'll go to something else.
right? Yeah, I don't mind getting clothes at the Goodwill. That's probably your best shot at finding inventory. When you're going. I like going on the first day of the half off days, like after they have their $1 day on Sundays, like Monday, and you get first dibs on all the stuff they're doing half off of that color. That's how mine works. And I don't mind paying 250 or whatever for something that is going to sell for 20, 25, $30 or more. I don't. I'd rather do that to get the stuff for $1 that it's
That's
going to be
not
like
going to sell. But
it'll be like the 15 or the 20 maybe.
right, right. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate you subbing, honey. Thank you so much. Um, well, but that's what a lot of people do when they're new. And when I opened up a store, I went and bought just cart after cart after cart full of 69-cent clothes, thinking, oh, I can make $15, $20 on this. I can make, $5 or $10 on this. And, some of that stuff I still have from like a year and a half ago,
Yeah,
and I still haven't listed it. And it's like, oh my heavens to Betsy.
yeah. It's
I,
better. It's better to pay up a little bit more and get the
yeah,
stuff that's higher in demand or the better looking clothes, like maybe that type. Like, say, if I bought a Nike hoodie, for example, or a T-shirt, you know what I mean? If it's one of the ones from Dollar Days, chances are it's going to be one that maybe a little more faded, or it's just not as a cool picture or whatever. And then if I'd have got one on half price day, it'd have been like something really sleek, a nice design, or a little bit better quality, or barely worn. So
mm-hmm.
um, it just, I'd rather pay an extra dollar and a half or whatever it is than have something like you said where I'm going to make a little less, you
I
know.
know. And so a lot of it, I know I'm just going to redonate as I go through it. I know I'm just going to redonate it, but you got to start somewhere. And my jeans and pants and everything were up here, so that's what I started with, and
Yeah,
that's what I've been listing in the working hangouts is jeans. And I've got this stack right here to do, and then when I'm done with this stack, I already have all the measurements for it. I just have to take pictures of them,
right.
get them listed, and then once that's done, I'll move on to another stack.
Yeah,
That is just how I operate. I'm not buying glass anymore. I have so much of it that unless I come across something very exceptional, I'm done with that. I've got box after box after box of it. I do, Amy. I do sell clothes on eBay, along with glassware and movies and books. Oh, Nate, you know what happened? I took down because okay, so I have the beginner store, the 500, not the beginner, but I have 500 listings, right?
yeah, you have the $20 store.
Yeah, 250 can be buy it nows or fixed prices. 250 can be auctions. Well, I was getting right up there to the 250. So I went through and I ended all of my books. I had probably 30, 40 books on there. I ended all my books. And then I went through to do sell similar on them and change them to auction instead of fixed price.
Mm-hmm.
And it was charging me a quarter listing fee for every single one of them. And so I had to call eBay twice and they still don't know what's going on. First one said you can't do buy it now. If you do buy it now, it's a 5-cent fee. And I'm like, what? What happened to being able to list something for auction and offer buy it now? It costs 5 cents to do that.
You're probably over your listings because I've noticed that.
No, I'm not.
Well, because the thing that happens is like the listings, depending on how you list or what you list or how your listings fall, some things will get relisted during that month, and then you list new stuff during that month, and
I
then you
had
end up
no
getting
auctions. I had zero auctions.
I don't
Zero
know
auctions.
because I
And
noticed
I
my
had
regular listings doing that.
Yeah, and I had 230 fixed prices. So I wasn't even up to my 250 fixed prices yet. So, but I thought, well, before I get there, let me, cancel all my books and then sell similar and make them auctions. And it's charging me for every single one of them. And so they're going to look into it and call me back today, no later than tomorrow. But it's like, I want to get those back up. Morning, Sherry. How are you, honey?
Amy says she's trying to do something with all the stuff that she has there. Like, that's not
Mm-hmm.
being used. I just don't know how to go about doing it.
Best
eBay,
thing is to sort it. Sort it first and go from there.
yeah, eBay and Poshmark is your best bet. Depending on what you have, Poshmark you might be able to get a little more money and it might sell a little faster for you, but it's a little more work because you have to share closets and all that fun stuff. Some people say you don't have to, but I
You
had
can
stuff up there and I didn't sell a thing and I just kind of gave up on it.
you can just start with eBay. Tommy says this is bull. I didn't even get a notification that you were live. Well, the Tommy, jump in. Here, I'll give you the link. Come on, jump in, Tommy.
This would be our pregame for the morning show.
Hey, John, come on in. Yeah, the pre-morning show.
This is just a waking up show. I watched a movie this morning. That's how long I've been up.
Did you really? What'd you watch?
I watched The Office Christmas Party.
Mm,
That's funny.
I don't like Jennifer Aniston in that. She's nasty in that.
I do. I like her. She got it going on.
My husband thinks she's really pretty too.
She looks very good for her age. That's for sure. She was in a couple of movies. She was in what was that movie called? Um, it was something with the Joneses or something where she was like a dancer.
Yeah, and she had to pretend to be a mom.
Yeah, that was
That
great.
was funny. The kid that gets stung by the tarantula or whatever.
Look how bad. Look how
And
bad
it
my
showed him.
look how bad my Amazon was yesterday. I'm so upset.
I don't understand all those lines.
That's my sales or whatever. Like the higher it goes, the more I had. And
Yeah, I understand that
see the
part.
little gray one down there, all the
Yeah,
way to the right.
right now.
That was yesterday.
So you had a bad day.
I
So
had
you had a bad day. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Tommy can tell us all about when he looked at that property last night. I talked to Destiny last night about it, but Amy, that's good. You've got all the clothing sorted by sizes. I would just start with eBay. If you have questions, let me know.
Yeah, we are the Millers. That's what it was called.
Yeah, we are the
That's it.
Millers. Good morning, Tommy.
What
What up, buddy?
Sorry about that property last night. Yeah, we are the Millers. Good morning, Tommy.
You got your,
Tommy.
got your YouTube on,
Sorry
Tom.
about that property last night.
Hey, what the hell?
Good morning, Tommy.
Oh, that's me.
Womp womp.
Womp, womp, womp.
I forgot to mute it. No, that property, I mean, it was all right if somebody wanted to open up like a little boutique store or something. It wasn't no 1,500 square though. I'm saying like 350. If
Oh,
they
wow.
wanted to count like the attic space that you would have to build a staircase to get to, maybe.
Yeah, that's what Destiny said last night, that you to get to that upper part you had to walk up that ladder
Yeah.
So they tried saying it's 1,500 square
from the
total
outside.
or store space.
They tried to say that the store space was 1,500. That's what the listed as online. And then we get there, and I'm like, ain't no way. There's no way.
Yeah, they probably meant the total square foot.
There was no more room in that store than I got in my basement.
Wow.
But you got some leads on some other ones, right?
Yeah, she's like, well, she's like, there's all kinds of. This is nice because it's got, you're on a main frontage road, and I'm like, yeah, I mean the location is kind of cool. She's like, yeah, she's like, there's a bunch around here. You can get like, I don't know. See, I don't even know if she knows her square footage now, but she's like, you can get like 2,000 square feet for $300, but they're all like not on the street, and you got to enter them from the back. And I'm like, well, I don't care how you enter it. I'm looking for warehouse space. I don't care that much about foot traffic. It'd be nice, but that's just would be a bonus. I'm not gonna pay a gob of money for something tiny just to be on the
Right.
street.
Yeah, because like honestly, 90% of your traffic is going to be people that you like advertise to online or whatever. That's going
Right.
to come. Now, if you were on that main street, you'd get foot traffic, of course, but or people like, what the heck is he doing in there? What's this? I mean, you get them type of people, but
Right.
I
yeah, a
like
lot of
your
people would want to come in and purchase something that you got going on or sell you something or whatever. So they'll find you. It just get yourself situated. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I like that cup, Tommy. It says stress. It sums it all up, don't it?
Yeah, it says stress. The confusion created when one's mind overrides the body's basic desire to choke the hell out of somebody who desperately deserves it.
Well, that's a fancy cup you got there, Nate.
Let's go with the beard.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't get any sparkles in my beard.
I
Good
saw.
morning, everybody in chat.
Yeah, Sherry was saying good morning to you, Tommy.
Yeah, I see that Sherry and Amy. Good morning, all.
My wife has all these crazy cups.
I got this little space heater down here. I turn it on, I sweat my ass off, I turn it off, and I freeze. And I can't find just the proper temperature setting on it.
I was wondering why this smells so good.
65. That should be good.
I was wondering why this smells so good.
Oh,
It has a peppery, like pine cone in it. Cinnamon.
Well, see, it doesn't have like a temperature gauge. It's just got that, like you got to kind of guesstimate it.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's got a thermostat, but it's not like a digital one.
I gotcha.
Got any more cups over here? I don't think so. Maybe this one.
I thought.
Yeah, I didn't even get no notification that you were live. Nothing. It was like, what the hell?
Huh. Well, naughty, nice tries. Naughty, nice tried.
I tried.
I tried. I went live first just on YouTube, and then Nate came in the chat. And I'm like, well, shoot, I'll be right back. Went off, came back, StreamYard, pulled Nate in. Because I usually, when I do Coffee with Mama, I don't do StreamYard. Nate's not usually up.
Never,
Right.
never up. I'm lucky to be up half the time for the show.
You messaged me at that working hangout was going to be at 6:30 last night, Nate. So I'm sitting here at 6:30, the only one in the thing. I didn't even notice up above it said canceled. So I'm like, oh no, it canceled. It got canceled. Something happened to one of the kids. My husband's like, why are you freaking out? They're not even your kids. I'm like, I just know something happened with one of the kids.
Who set up one for 6:30?
You did.
What?
Dude.
See? He says he don't smoke pot.
I didn't set up any.
You don't even remember setting up a live.
I didn't set up any StreamYard. Maybe Anthony did, not me.
Nope. This was yesterday. I said, how far are you from home? You said 10 minutes. And you said, oh, you're fine. They're going to go for a while, I think.
No, that was Saturday.
Did you set up a StreamYard for 6:30 Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was Saturday.
Oh, so Mama's the pothead.
I'm the pothead, apparently. Hi, Pat D's. You want to come in?
Pat D's.
What up, Pat?
Here, Pat. Jump in real quick, Pat, so I can take it down.
Literally, I woke up. TV's on. It was on some random news channel. Like, it's all dark. I didn't even know my son was sleeping on the couch. Then I looked at all my Facebook messages on my phone. And then I'm like, wait a minute. It's like 4 o'clock. I'm like, I never sleep that long. I might sleep till like midnight. And then I'll watch a movie and then fall back to sleep. But I was like, once I see it was 4 o'clock, I was like, it's over. I'm done for.
Oh, well, I hope everything goes okay, Pat. I want to buy a Gaylord of books just for myself.
Really?
I have probably close to 1,000 books in this house, and I am not even kidding you.
A Gaylord of books is probably like 2,000 books.
Yeah, I've got a 7-foot bookcase downstairs, and it's got probably 10 shelves on it, and each shelf is stacked with books. And then, oops, my tool. See, my tool thing. All this back here, this is all books going all the way back, and I've got 2 rows. And that's just what I have up here. Well, good morning, Pat. Sherry said she woke up at 4 and she was still sitting up.
Same here. I woke up and I was in my lazy boy without the legs kicked out, and I was sleeping like that.
Yeah, we came back, man. We stopped at the casino to eat the buffet for dinner.
Put some money
came home. I stretched out. I fell asleep by 7:30, and then I've been up since 1:30.
Can't believe I run things on my pocket.
Tommy Bernard, who said weed.
I'm not. Every once in a while, I get the pothead thing. I'm not a pothead. I'm just kind of chill. That's all.
You're just chill, Nate.
You just got that hothead feel.
It's because he's just low key and he's quiet. And...
Is that why? I used to smoke weed back in the day when I was like 18.
Guess what? I have smoked a marijuana cigarette in my life.
I only smoke when I can.
I have smoked in my life. When I was young in high school, but I only smoked with my husband.
Amy said. Amy said, "So you're high by nature."
I am high by nature.
I'm naughty by nature.
Uh,
That's a good rap group back in the day.
no.
I'm waiting for Wisconsin to legalize, man, so I can smoke more relaxed.
John wants to know, did I inhale? Oh boy, did I.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know
Look,
why.
I voted for marijuana to be legalized because I think it is a big help to a lot of people. I don't think there's anything wrong with marijuana. I don't think there's anything wrong with smoking it. I don't think there's anything wrong with eating it. I mean, you guys know that I've tried edibles.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. There's people that take it to extreme and just smoke to retardedness, and those are the ones that I don't like, you know.
I think
But if you're smoking just to chill or just lay back a little bit or to ease some pain, I don't find anything wrong with it.
hey, this was several years ago. This was probably 12 years ago. 8. Yeah, probably 11, 12 years ago when my health was really, really bad. And my son, basically, his apartment was on the second floor and he had to basically carry me up the stairs. Really, really bad. Morning, John. Apartment was on the second floor and he had to basically
hold on.
Carry me up the stairs. He gave me a joint. He put a joint in a medicine bottle with a lighter and said, "Mom, if you ever get so bad where you can't handle your pain, you'll have this and it will help your pain. I promise you." And that was maybe like 16, 17 years ago. And then about 12 years ago, I lit that sucker up. I was having a really bad day and I lit that sucker up. And I just
was dry.
I took one great big long inhale, and I don't exhale very much, right?
You did
And
this.
I
You must
put
hit
it
like
out.
Snoop Loop.
I put it out,
Right.
and I'm telling you, within a few minutes, like I have thousands of folders in my head, okay? Things that I'm thinking about that I want to do, this, that, and the other thing, and it just subcompartmentalized everything for me. And everything made sense. And I made a list of everything I needed to do that day, how I was going to do it. And I thought, God, how wonderful would it be if I could be like that every day? And that's when I went to my doctor and was like, I think I have ADHD because I took a toke of this joint my son gave me a long time ago. and my doctor's going, looking at me. He's like, Clay. And I went, yeah. Because everybody goes to the same doctor. And I said, everything made sense, man. Can you put me on Ritalin or something? I mean, I really think I need it. So they gave me this test, and I tested like all the way down the whole line, right? And so that's when I started taking Adderall, and it has the same effect.
Yeah, I went to the doc. I tried to get Adderall, man. I told my doctor straight out too, because she's pretty cool. I was like, man, I want some like Adderall or Ritalin or something, only because I want to get more work done. Like, I don't have ADHD. I just want the energy. He gave me some bullshit Vespusprin crap saying, no, we think you just have depression. I'm like, I'm depressed because I can't get enough work done.
Good morning, John. How are you?
If I would smoke weed again, it would have to be like I'm working in this area. All my stuff's here. Like if I'm listening to a whole bunch of stuff, it'd all be stacked here.
Because you would want to move.
Ready. Right, exactly. I would be. That's how like when I got high before, I would be stuck in my chair. Like I'd just sit here. I'd get tons of stuff done, but don't ask me to get up out of my chair unless I have to go to the bathroom or anything because I'm not getting up.
Yeah, that's how I am. When I smoke, I just sit at home, man. I can't go I can't go out or anything because I think a ton of people are like idiots. And
Do
if I
you
smoke,
guys,
I'm real free at telling them so I just kind of stay to myself.
do you see what Tommy wrote? You down with ADD? You
You
know
know
me.
me.
Down with ADD? Yeah, you know me. You down with ADD?
John's like, what did I come
Pull,
into?
pull my headphones out. I was gonna start dancing like this.
Hey man,
Pull my
I've never tried it because I was scared I'd get addicted to it.
To
Oh,
pot?
really?
And I was getting ready to move down to Peru, South America, because we were going to build a hotel down there, and I was going to grow marijuana because I like gardening. I thought that'd be awesome, but then I probably would have tried it then. I would have had pot fields and
You know,
acres of marijuana.
this is my nephew grows it. He's got a card. He has a card for it. He's got a license to grow it and everything, right? So I walk into the living room one day, and there's all these little bonsai trees all cut apart, laying all over the floor. And I was like, Zachary, I'm like, why did you cut your bonsai tree apart? I didn't even know you had a bonsai tree. They were pot stems. I didn't know. He was cutting apart like they were taking the leaves off the buds. Like
Right,
the buds
right.
were still on the stem. And he picked one up and he handed it to me. And I went, oh, take this back. It says it's all oily and everything. And this was like a year and a half ago. And I go, what is that? And I said, is that pot? And he goes, he starts laughing. He goes, yes, Aunt Kelly, it's pot. Haven't you ever seen pot? Not like that, I haven't. I go, oh my God, it's on my fingers. I'm going to get fired. It's on my fingers. I'm going to test positive for weed now.
I do have CBD oil.
Yeah, I do.
And I think in Virginia I can get a little permit and I can grow hemp plants, and then I guess the hemp plant, depending upon its THC level, is legal or not. It just depends, and you've got to. That's what my brother, who's in law enforcement, tells me.
I thought
CBD
hemp
is
had.
illegal?
I thought hemp had no THC.
Well, it just depends on your. People can sell you seeds, and then they can say, "Oh, these are hemp seeds," but they could be marijuana. You just don't know. Got to have a good source.
It's like it's in Wisconsin too. It's got to be like under 0.3% or something.
So it's got to be some really, really
Because
reggy weed.
These guys are growing hemp in Virginia, and the kids and the teenagers are tying ropes around it and ripping the plants out of the field, thinking that it's marijuana, and they're not. They're smoking it.
Yeah, Ansley, I'm not sure how much is legal to carry here in Kalamazoo. I know it's legal, but I don't know how much you're allowed to carry. It's only legal for you to do at home, in your home. You can't do it while you're driving. You can't do it in public. You can only do it when you're at home. But I don't know if you get caught carrying it with you, when it's on you, if you get pulled over or whatever. I don't know the rules on that.
That'd be awesome, because that's basically what I carried on me all the time when I used to smoke every day. Carrying ounce walking around.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that I voted for it to be legal, and now when you go in public and everybody smells like pot, it's like, oh.
Yeah, when you go to the bins, oh my gosh, you can smell the guys have been smoking pot when you go to the Goodwill bins, and it is kind of offensive, but that's the bins.
It's just crazy when someone walks past you, just smoke some really exotic weed, and it smells so strong. They either have in their pocket or they've literally just smoked, and it just
It's funny when I'd say about 4 or 5 years ago, I had my pit bull Monster, and he was drug detection. I had him in the pet store with me, right? And we were just sitting there. I was looking at a product or whatever, and he walked over to this one guy standing, and he sat down next to the guy and signaled. And I looked at the guy and I started laughing. And he goes, well, hi, puppy. How are you? And he goes, what's he doing? I said, he's signaling that you have drugs on you. And the guy takes off running. I don't know what he had on him. I don't know what he had on him, but he took off running, and I said, I'm not a police officer. You don't have to run.
Funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Tommy said he rather smells weed than cigarettes. That's how I am now. Like since I quit smoking cigarettes and I vape, like cigarette smoke smells horrible. I can't believe I used to smell like that walking around and all that back
I
in the
can't
day.
be around people that smell like cigarette smoke, even if there is a disease that affects people. The smell of cigarette smoke, it does affect their health. I didn't know that this disease existed until I met someone that had it, and she says, I've been formally diagnosed with this," and I'm like, well, shit. I never knew, because like in all my workplaces, I can never sit by a smoker. I can never sit by a smoker. I can't be by smokers. I just can't. I can't handle the smell. That's why I don't go to my sister's house, because they smoke. I can't go in my sister's house. I can't ride in my sister's car. I can barely be around my sister. What she does is she'll get clean clothes, right? And she keeps them in her bathroom if she knows we're going out. And they don't smoke in the bathroom, so she'll keep them in her bathroom, and then she'll throw them on real quick and then leave. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to be around my sister. I'm that sensitive to it. So
I had an old boss, and he used to on his work truck. He used to smoke, and he didn't smoke when I was in the truck. And he and his wife decided they were going to stop smoking. So they were cheating on each other, smoking, but they couldn't call each other out because they both smelled smoke, but they didn't want to admit that they were smoking. It was hilarious. She'd sit at home and smoking, the vent over your stove, the exhaust vent. You think she could smoke in the house and that exhaust vent would be taking all the smoke out? And I'd tell Billy, I'd said, Billy, you smell like smoke. No, she's not going to, all worried about it. It was so funny. They finally admitted to each other that they had both been cheating on their stop smoking program.
Well, the thing is, like once you stop smoking, you smell it just like anybody else would who doesn't smoke, and that smell is so strong.
Well, I'm a smoker, and the only place that we smoke in our house is the bathroom with the door closed because of the exhaust fan. Because I don't want my inventory smelling like smoke.
I think that's very smart and conscientious of you.
And there's times where, like, I sit down here and I vape, and I'm a fruity vapor, all the blueberry and berry blast and all that.
I used to love to smell my dad's pipe.
Like if Destiny's in the bathroom smoking, and then she gets a notification that UPS dropped the package on the porch or something, and she runs through the house with her cigarette, and I go upstairs, I can smell it. And me as a smoker, it's like, down here it smells good. I got my ozone filter thing going. I got my vape juice smells. I got my air freshener. I go upstairs, I'm like, damn, you've been smoking outside the bathroom. It stinks. And that's me as a smoker. I know it stinks.
Yeah, you might be able to get some of that smell just for the fact that, like you said, you have like a no smoking zone in house for the most part. So that smell, even though you still smoke, you probably still can smell like that because you have a pretty good situation with that for your inventory and stuff.
Yep. Good morning, Bluegrass Picker. How are you, baby? Says, I hate cigarettes. Smoked for 25 years. Crazy thing is, cigarettes make it hard to smell. So you don't know how bad it is.
See, if you vape too, you can write it off as a business expense. It makes your stuff smell good.
All right.
I'm gonna try that for my tax people.
I know the kids will come downstairs and they'll be like, "Ooh, that one smells good, Dad."
When I was a kid, I loved the smell of my dad's pipe. His pipe tobacco, and I still love the smell of pipe tobacco before it's smoked. If I've got a family member that smokes tobacco or smokes a pipe,
certain ones smell good.
Yeah,
certain ones.
Mom, you made Debbie cry.
Debbie Kendall, knock it off. I talked to you in the other chat. in the chat, in the message.
Did y'all ever have dads that chewed on like Red Man chewing tobacco?
Nope.
No,
I
my
And
dad
me and
didn't
my
like
dad
smoke
used to
nothing.
do that. And we'd like, my brother and I used to argue on who was going to have to sit behind him because he would roll down his window,
Oh,
and spit out the window.
All right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Yuck, 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 yuck.
I got Doug, Mama. You know, idiot Doug, my friend.
Yeah.
And he comes over and he chews.
Oh,
And
yuck.
he used to walk in the house with like his soda bottle and shit. And I'm like,
That's
dude,
disgusting. That
I
is
don't
enough.
I don't mind if I was like, I don't mind if you chew, but when you're in my house, at least use a can because I don't want to look at that shit, you know.
She's dry heaving.
Oh boy. We might
Name on
want
the
to change the subject.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Although Bolo's brass spittoons do sell good. There's a
John, shut up.
They do.
I'm just saying.
They
Okay.
do.
All right.
They do. I broke up with a boy one time because he chewed. And I was like, damn, I really liked you too. See ya.
We had a guy that used to wrap his tobacco in Bubblicious bubble gum, and then instead of chewing it, he would just kind of let between the bubble gum and the tobacco.
I'll tell you what, that stuff's like $7 a can.
He used to buy it. My dad used to buy it in pouches. It was when it was in the
Dad's Vintage Garage, can you share your link so Amy can subscribe to you, please?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Let's see here.
Or just type, honey.
Yeah, I'm going to put hello from... Man, your chat is rolling.
Right?
Days Work Tobacco. Dee says her dad chewed Days Work Tobacco. You know, Debbie Kendall's got kids that won't come see her because they smoke. Her and Richard smoke.
Amy's asking how you vape without hacking, dude. But she can smoke cigarettes, but she can't vape. It's a different kind of hit. You hit it differently with a cigarette.
Yeah, like for example, like I'm using like 65 watts. For her starting out, you know, it's probably going to be in like the 40s or 30s, just so you get like
I wouldn't
used to
even know how to do all that.
Destiny's still using the pen style, and it's a variable voltage one. She's got to take little baby hits or she'll choke on it too.
I thought about vaping the CBD because I thought, well, maybe that'll hit you quicker.
It works better. I think it works because I've tried the gummies and I've tried the oils, you know, that you like drop in your coffee and stuff. And
Justin says, oh crap, what's his channel? What's
RVA Flips?
Channel?
RVA Flips?
Yeah, RVA Flips. He says the vape hits him faster than the oil too. He's the one that got me going on the CBD oil, Justin. And Anthony says it hits him quicker too.
Yeah,
Debbie's on the patch trying to kick her nasty habit. Debbie, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. A clap for Debbie. Everybody clap for Debbie. Tommy, you party pooper.
I was reading chat.
Yeah, if you use one of the there's like beginner vapes that you can use, or even like I would stay away from the Salt Nicks. I'm not a fan of the Salt Nicks because I think those are too rough.
Congratulations on quitting, Anne.
The which ones?
The Salt Nicks, the Salt Nicotines. I think those are like basically like it's like it's almost like vaping, like hardcore or whatever you want to call it. But
hey,
I think
Andy,
it gets your tolerance way too high.
Andy, you want to come in? You want me to put the link down so you can come in? Yes or no? Be quick about it.
Yeah,
Good job, Ainsley, on being ultra healthy, natural.
Yes. Congratulations on that, Ainsley.
That was a big thing. Like when I quit smoking, like my chest felt so much better. I didn't have that gunk, like that tar and all that nastiness in my chest anymore. I'd wake up and I used to, you know, have to go to the bathroom and clear my throat 9 times just to kind of like get it out or whatever, just feel better.
Right.
And now, like, if I do that, I can breathe. I feel a little bit better. And, you know, I'm also a bigger person. So breathing is always like, you know, if you're big, it's like a little bit of an issue if you're like running or anything. Not that I
How
really
tall are
run.
you, Nate?
6'3".
You're 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I can believe that you weigh what you weigh.
Yeah, I'm 6'3", 3 something, 3, probably 15, I'd say now.
To answer Amy's question, she asked if the pen styles are easier. It's you vape it the same way. You're just getting less vape because I mean, it's all about your coil size and the amount of cotton you have. So you know, you're talking a little bitty coil in here versus this big silver monster in there, and then you got even bigger monsters in there. So
Good
the
morning,
pen,
Victoria.
if you're just looking for like the nicotine satisfaction, and you're not like worried about like so much flavor, and you're
Go
just
with
trying to
tobacco
get
and
satisfaction, the pens are good. They're a little bit more discreet.
So, Victoria Adventures in Reselling, she doesn't say good morning. She says gold morning.
she must have woke up to some money.
Good morning, everyone.
Y'all don't mind if I do inventory, do you?
No, go ahead.
If I was able to go in my bedroom without waking up my daughter, I'd probably be working right now.
All right, I got 2 boxes of Neo Cream.
Neon cream.
Neon Cream. I can't even say it. 2 boxes of Sweet Voodoo. This that stuff, Tommy, I was telling you about. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Now, are those nicotine or just juice?
Shoot, how do you tell that?
So it'll say a milligram on the bottle or the box, like 3 milligram or.
Yeah, it says these are all 3 milligram, made in America from Cosmic Fog.
America.
America. Hi, Lime. How are you, Lime? I love you. I love you. I love you. America.
So how many you got, John?
Nice, Ansley. America.
Where'd you get those, John? Did you get them from somebody?
Retail arbitraging.
Question today is how much you pay for them. Did you pay a good cheap price for this?
Yeah, I got them pretty good, and I want them to go to somebody else. If anybody wants them, I just want them. I kind of want them out. You know what I'm saying? And then I
got 2 big
got
papers
mine
right here.
brand new.
What brand is that?
Hoss.
Hoss.
I actually did sell a couple of these on eBay before they flagged it.
Yeah, I got suspended for selling vape stuff on eBay.
Well, what do you want for the stuff, John?
Let me go grab all my. I'll show you all I got.
Why don't you put it in private message, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, watch private message me, John.
We don't want everybody jumping on it. Somebody asked me yesterday if I would hold an auction, if they could hold an auction on my channel, and I would call it. And I said, no, I don't do that, but I'll come to your channel and call the auction for you. I will gladly come to your channel and call the auction for you.
Is your state an auction friendly state?
I don't know. I don't care.
Did you look at that house kit, Nate?
Oh, wow. Look at all those he's got.
It looks like the little Kanger tank.
Oh, okay.
All right, I will talk about it later. There you go. There's all I got left.
Yeah, shoot me a message. We're friends on Facebook, aren't we?
Yeah, I think Destiny's got my number.
Okay. Yeah, we'll work something out. We work it out.
Well, thank you, Ansley. Were you in the chat when they asked me that?
What flavors are those, John?
They're off the market, Nate. I'm sorry.
Oh, geez.
For Mama.
in private message.
No, you could sell to those boys. Just don't be talking price.
Hey, Tommy's got first dibs. He's been asking me for probably about a month and a half now. So
Oh, okay.
Because
What
you don't
type of
want people
flavors
in
you
the
like,
chat
Nate?
going,
We
I
like
want
different
one.
flavors of
I
that.
know.
You
No,
know
I'd
what?
honestly, my kids were like, "Daddy, you're dealing death,"
No.
and I'm like,
You're
"Hey, we're
dealing
all
death?
adults. We're all adults."
No, John, I just don't want people in the chat going, oh, I want one. I'll
Yeah,
take two
I know.
of those. You know what I'm saying?
I want it all out, honestly. And so I'm going to cut a deal, and we'll figure it out. And
Elon Kissin says, Tommy, is that black one a Kanger Tech Mini?
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what it is. That was my very first mod. I thought I was so cool that I was like, ooh, it's weak.
I had a Voodoo. That was my first one.
Debbie Kendall, I would not let you have an auction on my channel. You took a live and made it your auction on my channel.
This is my favorite one, but I gotta get batteries.
You gotta check out that store I was telling you about.
200.
Like old brick phone.
Yeah, it's big, it's heavy.
With the antenna.
Actually, this is the one I play. I just do straight juice in here. I don't use any nicotine in this one. This one's just for cloud play.
Yeah, the batteries. I got 18650s for like.
You guys,
$3
want to have a cloud fight right now?
No, Tommy beat me last time. That's all really.
Yeah, with my little one.
Let me put some new batteries on here.
I'm only at half juice, man. And I left my other one in the truck yesterday.
Boy, this is like serious business, huh?
Oh,
boys?
yeah.
So
If my batteries are out there, I
see
won't get.
where Tracy's son did a first round knockout in his mixed MMA bout.
Nice. You talking about Tracy?
Uniquely me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
heard
know
her
that.
talking about it, but I didn't know what happened or whatever. I was basically dead yesterday. I slept all day.
Yeah, I would love to see a video of it. I guess I just saw it after the match. She sent a picture out on Facebook or something, and I was like, "Ooh, that guy's."
That's awesome.
Tommy, does that hurt your nose when it comes through your nose like that?
No, not at all. Not at all.
You could be a bull for Halloween and then just blow your vape through the nose hole.
It actually, like when I wake up in the morning, my sinuses are all impacted, and it actually helps break up my sinuses.
Really?
Because it really is. It's just vape. It's same type of almost this vape, like inhaling vapor when you take a hot ass shower.
Huh.
Yeah.
Depending on what type of juice you get, because there's like the
Menthol.
there's the two different types of mix. There's the glycerol and then there's the polyglycerol, and I find the polyglycerol a little bit harsher.
You don't get a mix?
I prefer to go with a heavier straight glycerol than the polyglycerol.
That might be why you out vape me in those clouds too. You're heavy one
Heavy.
versus the other. I use a mix.
Yeah, I find it not as hard.
I need to change the name of this from Coffee with Mama to the Vaping Show.
Vaping with Mama.
Vaping with Mama. And then a emoji. Insert vomiting emoji.
And I'm only vaping at 45. Man.
Like, what does that mean?
It's how many watts you're pumping through your coil, because there's like a wire coil in there.
Basically, like
So
turn up
you'll
your
get less
thermostat.
smoke.
Yeah, you turn it up and down. The lower the wattage, the less your coil heats up, the less vape it produces. And then there's other things that control the vape, like on the side here. This little slot right here is an air.
Hi, Deb.
It's an air control valve. So the more you bring in
Come here, Scrappy.
other air, the more cloud you get.
Come.
There's a bunch of factors. It can get technical.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I gotta let the dog out.
Hey, all right. So Deb's leaving because she's tired of the vape talk. Did y'all sell anything? Nate said his Amazon was slow. Did you sell anything eBay this weekend?
I sold one thing Saturday and that was it.
One.
Yep. Pair of swim trunks. No, I'm sorry. That was Friday. I sold a pair, or a 2-pack of Play-Doh.
Hmm.
Yeah, it got sent back to me from Amazon because they said I couldn't sell it anymore, even though it was approved for Play-Doh.
I had 5 sales. 2 of them are going international, and one of my nutcrackers requested to be returned.
Now, do you sell international or do you go
Yeah.
ESP?
I go the eBay International, where it ships to Kentucky first, and then
John, you gotta switch that, bud.
it doesn't matter. They pay the postage, right?
Dude, if you sent a lot of GSP, you would sell 10 times that if you went international yourself, and you'd be making more money.
Wait. Global shipping program with eBay, right?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. If you sold 5 things through GSP, you would have probably sold 15 if you did international yourself. Me doing the simple export has increased my eBay business by 20% since I started it. Hands down. I would get like 1 or 2 a year GSP, and now I'm selling 10 or 15 extra items a month.
I probably sell about 2 to 3, 4 items a month going global shipping.
Oh, are we off the vape now?
Yeah, I switched it.
Okay.
So what do you use? Pirate Ship to ship when you go international?
Yep. Anything that's 4 pounds and under would fit under that, and the shipping is so much cheaper. You're actually cheaper sending items to Canada than Canada people usually send to themselves.
Yeah.
So you also basically gained a bigger area now compared to staying in the United States for the most part.
It cost me like $8 to send under 4 ounces to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, thing I do is for say it's under 8 ounces. Under 8 ounces to Canada, $7.99 or $7.95 or something like that. So I add $2 to the shipping because I add the insurance. The insurance, the highest I've seen so far is $1.30, and I've insured something that was $130.
Yeah.
And I ship it that way, and this way I'm protected. And so far, everything I've sent to all the different countries has had tracking well. So you're also going to be protected through eBay.
Right.
I'm not saying everything you're going to send out that way is going to have tracking, but most of the places that you will have tracking. And if you have that tracking and you're insured, then you have no worries. You have no worries at all.
Let's see. I've got a Hamilton Beach breakfast sandwich maker going international, and I've got a CPAP mask cushion going international.
Yeah, because if you're the thing that's happening is you're paying their higher rate and their service to ship it, plus they're paying for you to send it to Kentucky. So just imagine how expensive that is to the end buyer.
Right.
You wanna add more people, not I'd rather do it that way and save people add that demographic, because eBay International, just from talking to the different people from Australia, the UK, that a lot of people that are in Tommy's chat and stuff like that, eBay is big over there. So for us, it's not as big. So we need to add those people and to have a better chance of increasing sales overall, because people do look at eBay first versus Amazon over there, where over here it's more Amazon. So it's about hitting the markets that do play in our favor, in our hands. So and using GSP, it's just crazy expensive. Yeah, you're off the hook once it hits Kentucky, but you know what I mean. Like I said, add that insurance, and you're golden. I mean, I don't see how you could be in any trouble or anything, because if they say they got damaged, then you're insured. You got the tracking, eBay, you're covered.
Tommy says eBay is charging them to hire Pitney Bowes to handle it. Plus, they add VAT and tax to the shipping, and generally 2 to 3 times the cost minimum.
Exactly. I mean, if from a business standpoint, if you could save that many countries, that many people that are looking at your stuff money, you might be even cheaper than some of the people that are already over there.
Like last Christmas, man, I was shipping like toys over. I think they were going to like U.S. embassies or something. I don't know.
Bluegrass picker. No, it's not always no returns on international. I offer returns on international. I don't do free returns. So I don't do free returns. So people from international, if they want to return something, they sure can. It's at their cost.
Yeah, I don't have international returns on, but I would still do a return for them, but they would have to pay shipping. But yeah, I wouldn't do it for international shipments. But I mean, I have it so it's not on. But like I said, I still have a 20% boost because I was telling someone else about it, and you know.
I have a couple people that I regularly ship to Canada and the UK.
Yeah, as long as you. I mean, I even had something sent that was 8 pounds. That wasn't simple export, and I still offered the international, and I made nice money on the item. It was one of those Mona dolls. They were like 32 inches tall. It was huge. I had to drink and box it, and I sold it. It cost them, even though it wasn't GSP, it still cost them. I think it was 45 to ship because it was so big and it was a little heavy.
Yeah.
But I mean, they paid it, and that item probably would still be in my inventory right now. So I bought it for 20, sold it for 80, and then they add the shipping in.
So I sold a nutcracker. You know, I had those nutcrackers I was selling for that lady, and this one was a 10-inch nutcracker, little girl ice skater. I listed it, sold within 30 minutes. I have a return request. They changed their mind. The nutcracker is cute, but I didn't realize the nutcracker was made in miniature. I thought this was a standard 14 to 15-inch nutcracker. In my title, Nutcracker Village Ice Skater, first place, May department store, 10 inches, excellent used condition, hashtag.
People probably look at pictures more often than they actually read everything.
You know, you guys, when I said that you could do that in private chat, I meant the private chat on the StreamYard. You realize that, right?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, when you guys were talking about the vaping stuff.
I'm not that smart, Kelly.
That's why I said.
I guess neither one of us are because I didn't get it either. I was like, I'll just have Destiny get a hold of it later.
Yeah, you guys can type back and forth in the private chat. Not like private chat YouTube or, I mean.
Well, he said Destiny has his number, so I'll just see if he'll get him buzz later.
I didn't think you couldn't do it at all on my channel. I don't care about that. Just, hi, Kendall.
She's still waking up.
Good morning, Dollface. How are you?
Amy said that she started buying from eBay in September. I always thought it was way different than Amazon.
Let's see. The elves are at our house. Let me check.
When did mail start running at 6:30? Mail's going to start. Our mailman was out till 8 o'clock the other night too. So I imagine with Christmas coming and deliveries, they got to widen their schedule, start earlier or work later.
Is that an Indian fort with Elf on the Shelf?
Yeah, do you remember Kendall did that Indian project a couple weeks ago, and she just brought it back from school on Friday, and now the elves have kind of moved into the camp.
I see.
That's Tucker and Snowflake.
No. I see.
What?
We never had elves on the shelf.
I got one.
My kids were just afraid to be beat. They didn't worry about elves on the shelf. When I was raising my kids, you could beat them. So
my elf on the shelf just watches the constant fighting and battling.
Does your elf vape?
No, he's a non-vapor. He's a non-smoker. He just kind of sits there and stares off. I guess he's on something else.
He's on something else.
I want to know if Tommy ever sleeps.
No, he never sleeps.
It don't seem like it.
He's up he was doing his lives, really late, and then I don't know if he did a live last night, but he's up now.
Is he back open for business?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did you ever get that worked out, Tommy?
I don't think so.
Hopefully he is. I know
I mean,
he started
I
doing other stuff.
like
No, because the title of their live was eBay sellers and not eBay sellers.
Tommy says he sleeps for 3-4 hours.
I mean, he thinks about his business and the numbers and the niches so much, and then it ended up hurting him so bad.
Oh, he is back in business. He said, "Yep."
Good.
It's pretty shitty they made you wait that long. That's the same thing that happened. Not the same thing happened to me, but a similar situation happened to me where they thought it like they suspended my account a couple of times for vape stuff, and they thought I had another item that was vape related, and it wasn't. And they tried to suspend me for 30 days during fourth quarter in December last year. So I kept calling them, and I'm like, "Hey, like, what the heck? Like, this isn't a vape item. Like, what do you like? It really wasn't." And so I finally got a hold of somebody that did my case originally, and it was like, "All right, we'll get you undone or whatever." And they unsuspended me, but my account basically was dead. It was like they hid my account for the next like 3 months.
Wow.
I got dinged for selling Marlboro Man playing cards.
Really?
That's like crazy. Or it got dinged as I needed to add more details as considered cigarette or something like that for a pair of Marlboro Man playing cards.
What's up, Z?
Wow.
Amy, you don't need you don't have to have a bank account to start selling on eBay. But they actually, I don't know, you might now because of the managed payments. I didn't when I had PayPal. I just set up a PayPal, but I don't know if they're making new people on eBay have to do that or not. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I ran eBay for the longest time off PayPal alone.
See, I messaged you during one of your lives or whatever. I don't know if you've seen it or not. Hey, there he is.
Hi, Z.
Hi, Kelly. Hi, Everydam Hustlin. Tommy.
How you doing, buddy?
Dad Vintage, how are you guys?
Good morning.
Good morning. Thought I'd pop
You,
on.
What's
I
happening
have to say,
there?
you look pretty cute as a pickle.
I thank
Right.
you. No, I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna debase your show with that.
No, you're okay. I
That
like
low-
the orangutan too.
And I don't want to bring that low-level shenanigery here. It's that's for Tommy's channel. That's for Tommy's channel.
I actually like the donut, eating a donut.
Yeah, I just had to do it because I'm so grown up. I just felt, it was the right thing to do. Oh gosh. So how are you guys?
We
What
are
time
great.
is it over
Good to
there?
see you. Thank you for coming on.
No, not at all. I said I'd come on. I said I would.
I sent you a message during, I think it was Tommy's live, or I can't remember whose live it was. I said I wanted to bring you on the morning show one day.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. I'm really bad at what did you send a message where to what on the
I think it was
chat?
during a live. I think it was like in the chat, yeah, during live.
Okay.
But it was going fast because a lot of people were watching you guys.
Nate does the morning show on Wednesdays.
Oh, okay. And is that with Pittsburgh and Tommy as well? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'll pop on and say hi there as well. Why
We'll
not?
have to set something up one day.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be up for it.
Cool.
Tommy says I'm not touching eBay till January.
Next week will be good because Anthony's gone.
Okay.
Hey, Myra.
Hi, Myra Lane.
Jennifer.
How's eBay, Z?
Hey, there you go. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
The
it.
orangutan. Do
You
the
couldn't
orangutan.
No, I'm not doing it. It's too silly. It's too silly.
Do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, do the pickle.
Oh, the pickle's my favorite. I think the pickle's my favorite. I don't know. The
pretty
orangutan's
cool.
pretty good as well. Yeah, the orangutan's pretty.
That's epic.
But I do have to say the pickle is my favorite though.
Make it dance,
You can
Z.
just move
That's
around
great.
and say it's so silly, but yeah. It's you know what they say, like little things please little minds, and clearly
Hey,
I must have the small.
I love that kind of stuff, and I don't have a little mind.
Do you know what? It makes the
There's
world
lots
go
of room
round.
in there.
Silly stuff like that makes the world go around, I think.
I do too. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
We should, Nate, we
I
should host one of
think-
our morning shows with something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
really easy
Right.
to do, guys. You just have to
I-
download the Snap Camera app.
I
It's
didn't get
available.
to see the donut eating the donut. Do that one.
I can't. I've got no more donuts.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I was actually a donut, and then I ate a ring donut.
I gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's-
saw you eating the donut.
Yeah,
Okay,
and, yeah, it was like this, and then I ate. You know, like
was eating the donut. Okay.
yeah. That's what that
That's
was.
great.
Morning, Craig. What's up?
Okay.
So hey, when's Anthony going to Disney World?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Oh man, I love going down there.
Yep. And then
That's
so
dog.
we'll be doing Bible study Tuesday, and then the following Tuesday I'm on my own. I gotta do Bible study by myself.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting
I
doing
hope you
it.
guys don't mind. I'm
Two
just
man,
gonna
me
be
and
up and down
Tom.
a little while I do a bit of shipping. I'm not being rude. I hope so.
No, not at all.
Oh, you're
Zeke.
fine. If I was able to do some work, I'd be doing a little bit of work too.
Yeah, I need to get this shipping done, and then Beck's gonna come home from work, and then she's gonna want some work ready to do as well.
She's so cute. You guys make
She
such
is.
a cute couple.
She's the best. I'm lucky. She's amazing.
You are lucky. What did you do right, Z?
I don't know. I was just lucky. Right place, right time. You know, just got lucky. She must have been having an off day, and I got in there. And I
An
was
off
like,
day?
Yeah.
Did you meet her at the bin?
No, I didn't meet her at the bin. No. So yeah, we've been together for like many years now. I think it's since I was 19.
They didn't come with that.
Where'd you get it?
I got it last Christmas at the Tuesday.
Oh,
It eats money, Dad. It eats money.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, it eats money.
I've never seen what it is.
You put a quarter down there.
Yeah, I
and
gotta
you
get
drop-
batteries. I'm gonna go get batteries and then I'll test it out. It's cute. Plastic made in China.
yeah, I can never find things.
I like that jacket, Z.
Thank you. It's I should really sell it. I don't think I should be keeping it. 'Cause
Is it a racing jacket?
yeah, it's like I think it's to do with like Australian drag racing. It's got some really nice patches on it.
Yeah, it does.
You got like Goodyear. You got some V8 supercar hot laps, and then on the
Put
other
it
side-
on.
No, it's on the other sleeve. It's got quite a few as well. So it's yeah.
That's
Sand
sharp.
tube. It's really bright. It's I think it's Gulf Western Oil Racing. I think it's like a racetrack in Australia or something. So I didn't pay. I don't think I paid much for it. It's quite good, but I was
It's
thinking of selling
sharp.
it because yeah, it's quite bright yellow. Just needs a wash.
Yeah, but that's right in there with racing.
yeah.
I think it's sharp.
I've done well with race jackets in the past. The only race jacket that I've had trouble with, surprisingly, was Bentley Motors. I've got like when you buy something, have you ever had this when you bought something and you were so happy when you found it, and you thought it would sell very very quickly, and it just sits and sits and sits and makes you question whether you know anything. And like
Yeah.
I got this like amazing, and I still think it's amazing. Is Bentley Motors Le Mans racing like jacket, and it's cashmere wool blend made in the UK, and I've not been able to sell it for.
How much are you asking?
I've asked so much and I've asked so little. I started at around 150 when I first got it because I thought, I've sold basic racing jackets for about 100 before, like with less prestige, and this is Bentley and it's made of cashmere and wool and everything. And then I've dropped it all the way down to 50 at one point, which is too cheap for a cashmere
Way
jacket.
too cheap, yeah.
And then because I still didn't get any bites, I just ended up whacking it back up to 120. And
Yeah.
I think that's for a cashmere jacket of any kind, that's decent. And
I think that's a good
Yeah.
price. I would just leave it at that price and
yeah, I think so. I think I just have to wait for the right buyer, because I guess you're looking for someone that's into Le Mans racing and
Tommy
into
says
Bentley.
Tommy says he's got a video of you drag racing with it on while drinking day-old Coke and eating raisins off the floor of his Formula One CRV.
Oh yeah, that's one way to put it. Definitely, that's one way to put it. Oh gosh.
I'm echoing.
Oh, it might be me. You know. Hold on, let me turn my stuff down. Sorry.
I only hear it whenever Mama talks.
I'm echoing.
Make
Am I
control.
echoing now?
I'm moving stuff back. I've turned my mic down and moved the mic away.
Am
Sorry,
I
turn this-
echoing now?
Yeah.
I can't hear it.
Well,
I
how
can't
is it that I'm echoing?
Okay, it's a little better now.
I can't hear an echo.
Yeah, I think it's better now.
You hear echo now?
No, I'm
Okay.
okay.
Now do you hear an echo?
No, everyone's saying it's fine now. It's
Okay.
fine now.
We're golden.
Golden. Yeah.
I had to turn my speaker down.
Hold on.
Hi, Jilly.
Hold on. Let's get it.
I wish I put things back where they're meant to be. I wish I would do that. I really do.
I don't know, man. That chair, if I had that chair, Z, I'd never get out of it.
I have to buy one of
I'm
those.
telling you, right? I gotta give me a good computer
I
chair.
got it for £15.
Oh, my
Wow.
gosh.
Very
I
happy.
hate you right now.
It's very comfortable.
That looks like a racing chair.
It's like a gaming chair, so they designed them like that.
Some of those. I want.
It's more comfortable than any office chair I've had.
Yeah, I gotta get one.
Yeah, they're definitely worth it. Like this isn't even like a brand. This is just an off-brand, so it's not, you know. It's
I
still
saw one on-
echoing, not as much. Oh.
I saw one on Walmart online for $69.99. I probably should have picked it up.
That's not a bad price.
Is it
'Cause
time?
even the non-brand ones are good, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at them for a good bit because, I mean, to be honest, when I'm not working, I'm in that chair or in a chair. So I hope it's, I have to make sure it's a good one because I put my butt in it all day.
Myra wants to know if you're having an auction, John.
No, but Kendall's going to show you her bank. All right, here she goes. Put the money in the ball.
I told you the dog eats the money.
Kind of cute.
I've never seen anything like that.
Do you want it? All right, put it back in your room. Take it up there. Get out of here now, please. You can turn it off on the bottom, Kendall.
Well, John, now that you've sold all your vaping stuff to the two gentlemen on the panel,
What's my next big? Did you see my dumpster haul last week? My 335 K cups.
I saw part of it.
Yeah, and the guy came to measure our floor from about an hour and a half away. Came to measure from Lumber Liquidators, and he said, "Oh, I drank that Emerald Lagasse stuff, so I loaded him up a whole bag of the K cups for him."
Nice.
I actually found I got some beer last night out of an Audi dumpster.
Oh, geez, John, I wouldn't admit to that.
Why not? How can you mess up a bottle of beer unless it's broken?
Right?
Sure. And I don't
Once
even
it's cold, and then it gets warm again, and then you chill it again, it doesn't taste the same.
It's cold outside. I mean, we're right in the 30s.
Yeah, that's cold enough for beer. That's perfect for beer.
If I wasn't driving, I would have been sitting on my tailgate having an office meeting. But I was driving. And I had just gone out to buy $10 or 10% off Target cards.
Hey, Reseller King, what up, baby?
Yeah, I seen that. They had up to $300 you can buy
Yeah.
to get 10%.
We shop at Target, and then we use Target for gift cards for birthday parties for the kids and all that. So I ended up buying them $10 gift cards and then four $50 gift cards.
When I do online arbitrage, I use a website called raise.com. You can buy gift cards on there for discounts.
Bye, Jilly.
So I save money, and then I use Rakuten on top of that when I do shopping. So I could save up to like 25% if you're doing that sometimes.
Finally. I was looking
Are
for my
you able
scissors.
to affiliate market yourself for like Amazon, or do you have to use somebody else's affiliate code to get your little kickback? Do you know?
You can get your own.
Okay.
Z, you do Amazon, don't you?
Not as much as I should, but yeah, I do it here and there.
See, where are you located? I know you're overseas, but where at?
In the UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were from Australia or not.
Yeah, no, UK.
Okay.
Northwest England. But yeah, we've got actually quite a good Amazon scene. The guys in Australia actually seem to have it tough over there. I don't think Amazon is anywhere. It's not like you guys have it in the States or how we have it here in the UK. UK Amazon is actually pretty thriving as well. And especially when you can sell to Europe as well.
Right.
It opens up a lot of markets to you because you can sell a lot to Germany and France.
Good morning, Thelma, my love.
I've seen some of my items go overseas too from Amazon.
Yeah, you can get really good. Like sometimes there's some stuff that you can sell for almost double just to the European marketplace, and they'll buy it because it's just not available otherwise. It's crazy. They'll pay so much more than the UK customers.
Yeah, I guess from what happens is I guess because I'm just a U.S. seller right now and I'm not selling in every other countries. I guess what happens is Amazon takes the item, buys it off of us, and then ships it over to wherever. I've seen a Swiffer go to Saudi Arabia and a couple other items.
Okay. Like no, we see we actually can set our own prices in euros as well.
Oh, okay.
But the one thing you've got to be careful of is when you're selling abroad, if you're doing your FBA items abroad, then your FBA fees tend to be higher because of the postage, etc. So oftentimes people will whack on like 30-40% on top of their UK prices, just to cover the cost. And
Cover the shipping.
well, yeah, just and their fees obviously are quite high, but it doesn't seem to affect people. I mean, I've sold a fair bit to Europe, like especially France and Germany, and like I said, sometimes people over there will pay significantly more than the UK price. So sometimes I think it just comes down to like it's such a nice experience shopping on Amazon, isn't it? It's whether you like them as a company or not. They offer a really good shopping experience, and if you try you start to think, no wonder people prefer this over eBay and stuff, because it's just type in what you want and bam.
Well, and then you get it the next day or
Yeah.
2 days.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people go to Amazon for new and they go to eBay for used.
Well, I mean,
Like,
the used you can do. Even used, I think people are starting to realize that they can buy off of Amazon, and I think used does okay as well. I mean, but yeah, I think your initial knee-jerk reaction when you're looking for something quirky is always eBay, isn't it? Like if you think something rare, or I would never send something that was rare, for example, like used items. Like I got this really cool globe at the weekend, and it's from the 50s or 60s. It's like a Hammond inflatable globe, and something like that is perfect for eBay, but you wouldn't sell it on Amazon, because just you don't think that the customers are looking for that kind of stuff. They'd want,
Right.
So
yeah, with Amazon, it's like the masses. What would the masses want? Versus eBay's like, what is the one collector that would pay top dollar
yeah.
want?
I mean,
They would look for eBay.
I've tried like I sell radio control car parts for like out of date cars, like old cars that aren't in production anymore, and it can take a while, but sometimes I get some pretty nice sales from that, where people are like fixing cars they found in their sheds or attics after many years, and they're missing parts, and then they'll come and buy from me. I've put some parts onto Amazon, and I've had nowhere near the same, sales success, even though they're new in packet parts, because they're for end of line items. They're kind of obsolete. People just don't search for them on Amazon. People don't, people. If someone finds like a 20-year-old RC car and they're looking for some new parts for it, they're not gonna search Amazon, because they just won't expect Amazon to have that item listed.
Yeah.
Reseller King says he's not too fond of Amazon's return policy.
Yeah, the return policy is they will return it if they want, and then you suck it up.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the downfalls to Amazon as a seller. But
Yeah.
if you think about it as a buyer, that's why I'll buy on Amazon versus maybe Walmart or whatever.
Yeah.
It could be the same price, and I'll go to Amazon and buy it because they're a little bit faster. And if there's an issue with, say, it comes late or whatever the case may be, they'll take it back with a smile, and sometimes they'll even give you a discount because of a situation, just because it's screwed up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know when I had when my gem tester broke after 4 months, they replaced it, no questions asked.
Yeah, I bought a tablet for my son. I bought their protection plan or whatever you want to call it, and they shipped me out another one either a day or two later. I got it, and he was back to playing and having fun with it. So
I don't know, Craig, if the price of Prime is going up or not. I'm not sure. It seems to go up a little bit every year.
they seem to be adding more and more stuff to it. So I mean,
Yeah,
like right now
like
for
streaming.
the streaming stuff is awesome with it.
It is really awesome. And my husband and I use Amazon Prime streaming quite a bit. I never used it before my husband started using it, and now we use it quite a bit. Of course, we don't have cable or anything now, so we do everything streaming. So
Too bad that I wish they would just bundle everything together in one, like the music and everything, and just charge, say, $20 a month. I'd rather them do that because I just don't. I don't know, or maybe make it a little cheaper, but in the end, they'll make more money because more people would have the service than, say, half the people having the service. I mean, people get used to it, then they just, they gotta
I
have
didn't know
Prime
they
now.
had music.
Yep, you can get through the Alexa app.
Oh, okay.
Anybody has like those, Alexas or whatever, the speakers. If you don't have the music, that they'll play like a clip of the song, and then they'll advertise you can get the full song on Amazon, Music, and I think it's like $5 or $6 a month.
I gotcha. Amy just had her first sale. Congratulations, Amy. Yay for Amy.
What did she sell?
I don't know what she sold. No, Thelma, I'm not selling on Amazon yet. I used to sell on Amazon, but I haven't gone back to selling on Amazon yet. I know I must, but right now I want to get through my death piles for eBay, and then I'll think about it. Hi, Dab Kitty. I want Sirius Radio. I would love all the podcasts. That's all I'd listen to. YouTube would go on the wayside, and I would just listen to the podcasts.
You can listen to us on podcast.
Yeah.
And you don't need Sirius Radio. You can do it right on your computer.
What's a red colossal dragon?
Amy said she sold a handbag for $40.
Woohoo! Cool. That's a good first sale. Hello.
I bought some Coach purses, and I put them on Amazon or eBay, and I haven't sold not a one.
Are you sure they're real?
Oh yeah, they're real. I know how to tell. I have the waifu who's also a sniper shopper for those.
Huh. Oh, it's a dragon figure for Dungeons and Dragons. Good morning, Eric.
Eric says podcasts are free. Why pay for Sirius? See?
Because I'm not smart enough to find them. That's why.
We'll have to start publicizing our podcast stuff more.
2032.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start marketing that a little bit.
Tommy says Coach will Vero you.
Really? Even on used bags?
I guess that's what Tommy does.
I got like 4 or 5 of them up right now.
I can't believe Tommy's still awake. Like
He is.
he just
He says he
doesn't
sleeps-
sleep anymore.
No, I don't
like
think
3,
he
4
does.
hours a night.
Did you switch the camera?
I've noticed that though certain brands are really really quick to, you know.
Did you sell it on eBay, Amy? She just listed it under an hour ago.
Oh wow!
So she must have sold it on eBay because when we started this, she wasn't selling on eBay yet.
That's epic.
Tommy's never tried to sell a used one, but he had a new one yanked.
Can I ask a question? How good are you guys at keeping all your necessary items to hand? Do you ever like do you ever manage to like lose stuff, or do you ever or do you always know where stuff is?
Well,
The only time I ever have any issue with something getting lost is if my wife gives it to my kids and doesn't tell me, and then I don't take it off the listing because I have toys and stuff. So that's the only time I ever had any
not
problem.
necessarily stock, but like I spent about 10 minutes looking for these scissors.
no, I've got rolling
so stupid.
Rubbermaid carts with lots of little drawers, so I know where most of that is. And then I have a rolling cart.
But are you good at putting?
essentials on it?
But are you good at putting those essentials back there once you've used them? Because I've got spaces for these things, but I found this in the other room on the floor. Like God knows why.
But do you have 4 pairs of them? So you've got to have 4 pairs of everything.
No, I don't. I've just got the one pair of scissors. See, that's
Good
where I'm
morning,
going wrong.
Grimes Fines. How are you?
What's going on there, Grand Fans?
You wanna jump in? Do you want to jump in? Tell me yes or no, quick.
Tommy, Alexis asked about podcasts. How does she start going? Go about a podcast. How to start one?
Yep, I was just gonna send her a link.
So here,
Yeah.
here's what I do with like all my shipping stuff. I got
right.
a little tote.
Yeah. See, I've got places
I've got
like
my
that.
tape. I've got my scissors. I have my scissors. I have my scissors.
Wow. Okay. All right then.
Ruler. X-Acto knife.
I can't find my my tape.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
need multiples.
Priority
seems-
mail.
Yeah.
More tape. Because you're right. You can't just have one.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. Multiples. Because I went in the other room to cut out some bubble wrap for a CD player I was packing. I must have just left the tape, the scissors in the next room, and then I've been just spending 5-10 minutes looking for this stupid pair of scissors. So definitely, I think I'm gonna have to learn that and get some multiples of these things. And just
And
have them.
I have 4 scissors in there, and guess what? I'll lose all 4.
Yeah.
I'll still lose them. So
Yeah, I think that's a good tip. That's actually a really good tip. 560 grams. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I'm testing batteries. If y'all haven't figured out what I'm doing,
Yeah, we figured it out.
none of them have fit my vape machine though.
LSP, I am not more expensive than you. I don't charge a fee.
Yeah, regular batteries won't fit into your vapes.
I'm being sarcastic. I don't have.
I was hoping. I was gonna say they're usually bigger like this.
Hey, here's another little tip. You know how you have like button batteries, and sometimes you'll need them for something.
Dad,
Yeah.
You can go to like the dollar store and buy like a pop-up book that talks to you and take the battery out of that, as opposed to paying full price for like a cell battery. Does that make sense?
Yep.
who's listening to music?
That one's good.
Dad, someone's listening to music.
That's okay.
Uh-oh, Nate. Who got up?
Camera's up.
You gotta go.
No, he's watching TV. You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi?
Did all these work?
Yeah, sure.
Give him the headphones, Nate.
Here.
I want a headphone right there.
Hi, Cameron,
No.
baby.
Hi.
Mama loves you. Wave to Mama. Wave to me.
Ah,
Wave. Give your daddy a kiss and a hug. Aww. Such a sweetie. Okay, give the headphones back.
here we are.
What a sweetie.
So here, does your flea market last all year?
That's cute to hear.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't. I just looked over and saw that. So I didn't mean to do that.
I love it.
Oh God, so silly. Sorry, what was the question?
Your flea market. You know, do you call it a flea market or the market?
Yeah, we call them car boot sales and
Car boot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's
Do they do year round there?
you can get year-round ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think I've got one which is around a 40-minute drive, 40 to 50-minute drive, which goes, which is year-round. So if I needed to, I could go. Oh, bear with me. Just Mrs. has just called.
Look what a good husband he is. He drops everything for the wife. Take note, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy, you guys gonna go look at some properties today?
No, not today. Not today. Might try to line some up maybe for next week, you know. Hit a couple at once.
You ever help Destiny do the homeschool stuff? Yeah.
So you should ask if Destiny helps me do the homeschool stuff.
Ah, I see. Bye, Bethy. Love you. I'll talk to you in a little bit, Beth, okay? I'll call you when we're done.
Sorry about that, guys, but you got to answer the wife. You know.
Yeah, I think that's very nice, Z, that you drop everything and...
Yeah, she's just gotten out of work. She's just letting me know when she's gonna be on her way home. So
What time is it there?
it's the afternoon. It's about 1:20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. What we're doing is like, because she works part time, but she wants to be more productive when she gets home, like to work on eBay and whatnot. And recently she's been struggling to go to work, come home, and then be in the right zone to work. So what we've kind of done is set like a little routine that we're going to try. So when she's on the bus, I'll make sure that there's something ready for her to eat when she gets in, like something nice, like a warm lunch, so she can quickly have that and then get changed, and I'll have some work ready for her. So all she has to do is draft stuff. She doesn't really like photographing items. So I'll have some work ready for her, so she feels like she's doing some work towards the business. And I think it's
Nice.
yeah, just because she wants to do more. I mean, she does loads anyway, but if you say that to her, like, look, you do enough, you're going and working and bringing in a wage, trust me, that's fine. But she's like, no, she wants to do more, because ideally she'd like to not have to work and be full-time on the business. That was our original plan, but it
That's
didn't
really
quite. Yeah.
sweet.
So.
You're a really nice guy to hear.
Oh, you're too kind. I'm okay. I'm regular.
No, I think you're a really nice guy. You're very polite. You guys are a cute couple.
Oh, thank you.
How long have you been married?
We've been together 19 years now.
See that's why.
Yeah.
That's why you're through all the bullcrap politics and you're just down to semantics.
Yeah, exactly. It's really nice to be in that situation when you're just, when
You know,
you really know someone and there's
you
like
know what
there's
I told
yeah.
my husband? We were walking through Kohl's last night, actually.
Mm.
And I told my husband, he did something nice for me. And I said, you know what, babe? He goes, what? I said, there's no way I would ever divorce you. And he turned around and looked at me. I said, it took me too long to train you, and you do such a good job now. Why would I want to have to trade you in for another model and have to train them? And he just looked at me and he just said, you're weird. Just flat out. You're weird.
He made it sound like he was like a little baby pit bull, and he broke in the house and peed on your carpet all the time. And now he's old enough. Now it's like I'm stuck with him now.
Well, I mean, we've hit, and I actually forgot all about our 34th anniversary.
Oh wow.
Was November 25th of being together, and I totally forgot it.
34 years. Congrats. That's amazing.
Thank you. Well, we just hit our 30th wedding anniversary in September.
Oh, cool. That is amazing.
So thank you. Yeah, 34 years. We've lived together 33 out of those 34. So
it just makes you feel really grateful that you don't have to worry about like any of that stuff, like because relationships are such a big part of everyone's life, aren't they? And to have someone to spend, it does make you feel very grateful.
Yep, I know. He came up to me this morning, which he doesn't usually do, because I get up usually just when he's about ready to leave, and I was making coffee, and he has to be to work at 4 a.m. And he came up and gave me a hug and a kiss goodbye before he went to work. And he doesn't usually do that. So I have to be nice to him all day today.
All day? That's a long time.
No, DLC, Hip Flippin' Daddy does not ever come on my channel. He'll stand at the door and he'll open it like this much and he'll go, are you on the computer? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm on the computer. He goes, are you doing something on the computer? Am I live? Yeah, are you live? No, I'm not live. And then he'll come in. He opens it like this much because he's afraid that the camera can pick him up at the door. And I have it positioned now where you can't see the door. So he can stand in the door and nobody can see him. And he still opens it up.
Wow.
Thank you, Craig. I know you've been married longer than I have, or almost as long as I have, Craig.
The globe, it's actually one of my better pickups. It's like an old 50s or 60s globe by Hammond.
I like the stand.
Yeah, it's really cool. I managed to find out that it's got to be between the 50s and 60s, between a certain date, because in Africa, Tanzania is down as Tanganyika, so that tells you that it's between 55 and 61, I think. So
look how smart you are.
It wasn't me. It's the beauty of the internet. I can't
The
take credit for that, Kelly.
Hey, Kent, how are you, Kent?
So here you're gonna sell that as mid-century modern, right?
I think when I've looked at listings, that mid-century is a term that I've seen come up.
Yeah, that's money in the U.S. Mid-century modern right now is the popular style.
Is
Right.
the stand that globe is on is definitely mid-century modern.
Mid-century modern, yeah.
Yeah, it's
MCM.
modern.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely. I was really excited to pick it up because it's not normally the kind of item that I pick up. I'm not very good at vintage. Just like there's so much to learn. It's such vintage anything is just there's reproductions of everything, isn't there? There's just
Yeah.
spotting stuff is a minefield. So
I like your
Yeah.
style. Mine's no slave.
Craig says MCM is his son's initials, mid-century modern.
and almost
But
as
you
long,
weren't thinking about
27.
mid-century modern when you named him, though, Craig.
Snowflake, flake. Snowflake.
Right.
You can jump off. I can feel it coming.
No, I'm not jumping off just yet. I'm good for now. When I get my message, then I'll be. I'm good. I'm just annoyed. When you import, it's annoying when things don't import into your
Oh, I
shipping
know it.
website.
I've been trying to get my eBay imported into a shipping program that I use, and it hasn't been doing it. And so I've been doing most of my shipping through pirate ship because PayPal will not let me ship directly through PayPal for some reason. Their systems are down. They've been down for days for me, and so I'm having to ship it through pirate ship.
It's very rarely, but like it's picked out it's picked up all the other orders. All the other orders have gone fine, but then there's one order it just hasn't picked out. It's just kind of frustrating. So that means I have to go on to a different website and do it from there, and it might not.
Yeah, I had to do all of my jewelry orders, and I had to type in all the information, and it's just frustrating. I was really frustrated with it.
On Pirate Ship, there's a paste box you can use, Mama.
A paste box?
Yeah, you can where you paste say I sent you my address in one paragraph.
Oh.
You just copy that and just paste it, and it will drop it where it needs to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty smart.
Well, I'll have to try that. I'll definitely have to try that because I did not know that.
If you don't know, now you know, Mama.
Yep, now I know.
Okay, that one I'm gonna just send via Royal Mail then. So frustrating when that happens though. It's just like, why didn't it work?
Yeah, that was only ones a year. I had 18.
Well, it's still not a problem necessarily because it has imported into a different website, but I'm trying to use a website which offers me cheaper tracked shipping, and that's the one where it hasn't picked up the one of the orders. So I've had to go to my Royal Mail website, which Royal Mail tends to be more expensive, but it is what it is.
Grimes Finds has typed Biggie Smalls in the chat.
Baby,
so are we
baby.
supposed to type Tupac?
No, that was because I said something that was similar to what Biggie Smalls rap. He's the don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
Oh. So I typed Tupac for absolutely no reason.
You're gonna start a war.
Hopefully not.
West Coast, East Coast.
Hopefully not.
I like it when they call me Big Mama.
Put the sauce in the pot and I eat a lot.
Grimes finds that I have a Tupac tattoo.
Do you really? You're gonna have to show me. I like Tupac and I like Biggie, and I think that the beef that was started between them had nothing to do with each other.
It was miscommunication, wasn't it?
Trying. Reselling, that is 50 Cent. Do you know how 50 Cent got his name?
No.
It was 50 Cent. He was 50 Cent. And then Sharon Osbourne introduced him onto some show she was on. And she goes, I think it was her show. I'd like to introduce you to 50 Cent. And then it just picked up and everybody started calling him.
I thought it's just how he said it anyway.
It was 50 Cent. And then ever since she called him 50 Cent, then it was 50 Cent.
What?
All right, I gotta run. I hear these kids running around, and I don't think Destiny's up yet. So
Bye, Tommy.
I gotta get them on the ball. I'll catch y'all later. See you in a little bit on our show.
Yep,
Pleasure
see you
to
in an
chat
hour
with
and
you.
a half.
See you later, Tommy.
Catch you later, John. Catch you later, Z.
See you later.
I'll see you in a while.
Daddy.
That West Side shipping sucks. I should probably tear this down because I've got another date waiting for me.
Got another date.
Yeah, a private working hangout.
Ah.
All right, I've got bus duty. I've got to get Kendall and Brady on the bus, and then I've got to go pick up those clock parts for that miniature grandfather clock I bought a couple months back.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I gotta go feed my beard. It's hungry.
Oh, you got to go feed it lion tamer. Go get that lion tamer.
Well, it was a pleasure to be on the chat. I told you I'd pop in, Kelly, and I will
Zahir,
not be a
thank
stranger.
you so much.
No, I will
I
not be
love
a stranger.
you.
I love you guys too.
How
Thank
do
you for
I
popping.
get a hold of you here?
Just you can message me on Facebook or something, or Instagram. My name's just Zahir Malik on
Okay.
On Instagram, it's something else. It's only cool stuff, but I can't remember how I've written it.
All right, that's cool. I'll message you on Facebook.
Yeah.
We'll get
Or
together.
you can go into the live chat and exchange numbers or whatever.
Yeah, just send me a message that way. Like Facebook Messenger, I've been using recently.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Kent Daigle says the interview with Ronnie Hart will be awesome. Yes, that reminds me. I'm just going to quickly mention, if it's okay, I'm doing a chat with Ronnie Hart on Wednesday at 9 p.m. GMT. God knows what time that is for you guys, but I think it's afternoon time. So.
Well, if it's 1:30 your time now, it's 8:30 a.m. here.
Yeah, so 9 p.m. So like.
That would be like 4 o'clock here.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Do you have a
We'll try
profile
and
picture
catch
on your
Yeah,
Facebook?
Jen, send me pictures of that person. I'll let you know if it's real or not.
Facebook. No, I don't have a profile. It's just Zahir Malik. ZAHWER.
Okay, I'll make sure I added the right one.
Yeah. What's your name? I'll add you then or something, and then.
It's Nate Dizzy. I think I just sent you a request.
Okay.
Zahir, thanks for coming
got it.
on, baby.
All right, guys. Nice to meet you. See you later.
Bye. Love ya. Bye, John. Bye, Kendall.
Bye, Mama. See you, Nate.
I'll see y'all in a little.
See you, Kelly.
All right, guys. Stay where you are, Nate. Thank you so much for joining me in the brood, and I will see you soon. Mwah.
We're on at 10 o'clock Eastern, the morning show. Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Tommy the Bargain Effect.
Hour and a half on Tommy the Bargain Effect show.
See the beard live
See
again.
the beard after it's been tamed by the lion.
Stay tuned.
Bye, guys.